From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 54! Let's get the ball!
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That's going to be an intriguing matchup to continue to watch. You don't get in the playoffs without having a good guy to cover out wide. If they want to move on, get in the championship, then the Super Bowl, he's going to have to be big in this one.
And this is not basketball where you're worried about your star getting fouls and getting in trouble and maybe not playing as much. You take your number one guy, put it on their number one guy, and try and limit their offense. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
49ers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to launch the... He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And it's a fumble, and the Falcons grab it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, past the 20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
You ain't going nowhere.
And again this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. Here we go. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check pass. Check pass.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
There's Garoppolo to throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Falcons' 31-yard
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Garoppolo again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Jones, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now Garoppolo. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Go. 180.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
We got 3.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Goff. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hold on.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Goff. And it's complete. Hooper. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Freeman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. DeForest Buckner, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They toss to Freeman. Space to run past the 20. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. 34 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
Here we
2
go.
minutes gone by, second quarter.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Throw right side, taken in by Pettis. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, kill. Hey, 5.
Goff. Oh, nice move. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Super one.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 54. Target.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now on 2nd and 13, Goff. This one caught by Ridley. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch. But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Mike 5-4. Here we go, G.
Out of the gun. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figured from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Garoppolo gives to Breida, and this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Garoppolo now. Man open, it's Goodwin. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Hey, Charlie.
Goff now looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A.J. Green in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Watch tight end. Tight right. You got three down.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Ten yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Let's go.
And the Falcons first down.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They'll try the air now with Gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's third down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Delta.
Now it's gone. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Nick Bosa, his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
65.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Well, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
They go counter with Breida, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw is Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Omaha.
check. Fresno.
On second down now, Drummond. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They run for it with Breida, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
54. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. Starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 45. They'll start on the ground with Breida. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
3 down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Watch the screen. Double tight. Alert. 3 down.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship.